You want to be a homeowner? This is what I did to become one. Hello everyone, thanks for watching Life with Shonda. I am here today to talk about the process I went through to purchase my home. As some of you guys may know, I purchased my home last July 30th, 2018. And it was one of the biggest purchases I have ever made in my life. I started the process of purchasing my home when I first was introduced to a mortgage broker named Ingrid Lane. I was introduced to her through a friend named Candy Curtis. Candy introduced myself and Miss Ingrid, and when she first introduced us, I did not want to talk to Ingrid because I did not feel like I was ready. I was scared, and it was simple as a call. She contacted us through Facebook on Messenger, and I told the lady, I said, yeah, I'll call you, I'll give you my information, but I did not. I was afraid. But I think it was on May 31st, 2018, I was sitting there, and I was just sitting at my computer, and I was like, I really need to move. And I knew with me wanting to move, I did not want to rent again. I did not want to move somewhere else paying anyone else's rent. So I decided, I said, let me message Ingrid and see what she's talking about. So I messaged her, and she was ready to get me started right then. And I'm thinking that, okay, maybe I gotta go to a building or something, but no, we did basically everything over the phone. So once I talked to her, she needed information from me. I gave her my social security number, my total annual income for the year, and she basically told me that she would call me back once she see if I can be pre-approved. In less than 5 minutes, Ingrid called me back and told me I was pre-approved for $125,000. To some that may be a lot, to some that may be a little bit, but to me it was just right. I've never had been approved for that amount of money in my life. So she emailed me that same day, May 31st, 2018, and the first thing that was on the list was I needed to have my social security card, my driver's license and ID, pay stubs for up to 30 days, my W-2s from the past 3 years, my federal tax returns from the past 3 years, and my previous bank statement. So me being me, I already had all that stuff. I even already had a copy of my social security card and my license on the same paper. So I went ahead and sent her all the information right then, and she was just so shocked that I already had it all. And I told her I've been ready, but I wasn't ready because I was just too afraid of talking to her. I was afraid of being rejected. And the reason why I was afraid of being rejected, because just that past December 2017, I had applied for Habitat for Humanity, and I was rejected by them because my income wasn't enough for a 5-person people to be in the home. My income, they told me, wasn't enough. But the crazy part about it, you guys, my home that I just purchased now, the same price as the Habitat home, but the Habitat home does not have interest. My home does. And so I really don't understand, but I guess those were their guidelines that they had to go by. So I didn't get the Habitat home, so I was like, well, I guess I'll try to get another. So I got past the Habitat home, but I really did want to do the Habitat home because my plan was to pay that house off very fast. The next thing that I did after meeting with Ingrid and getting all the information to her, she introduced me to a real estate agent named Marty Miller. Marty Miller is awesome. He is such a cool, laid back, calm, cool, collected. When you first meet him, you would think like, oh, he don't care about finding me a house, because he's just so quiet and calm, cool, collected. And he tried to read you and try to, figure out what you like. But he basically sat down and told me, his experience and how long he's been in the field and how many purchases he's helped people make, and that he wants everyone that he deals with to feel comfortable in their home. He doesn't want you to purchase a home that you're not comfortable with. He doesn't want you to go out there trying to purchase a home that's beyond your means or not worth the amount that you purchase your home for. So after talking with Marty we planned to meet each other that following Friday, which was the beginning of June 2018. So we met, and I signed the contract that he would be representing me. He would be my real estate agent. And when you have a real estate agent, you can't go see other homes with another real estate agent. It's against the law. So after Marty and myself, we met, I signed the paperwork that he was going to be my real estate agent. We started looking for houses right then and there in his office. Once we started looking for houses, I became discouraged right then. And the only reason why I became discouraged is because the houses that he was showing me, I didn't want to move in those areas. Only because I had came to a point where there were certain things that I have never lived with before in my own house. Like I have never had central air and central heat until now. I was used to baseboard heat and buying electric heaters, which was resulting in sky-high light bills, sky-high water bills. Even though I have an air conditioner, my house still warm in the summer. Even though I had baseboard heat, my house was still cold in the winter. I'm having to cut the stove on. I'm having to block off the doors with blankets and, all those type of things. So I wanted better for myself and for my children. And I was not about to settle for homes that had baseboard heat. Nothing against baseboard heat to other people, but I did not want to settle for a home, something I've already had. You get what I'm saying? Why would I settle for a 2-bedroom house when I've already lived in 3 bedrooms, if that makes more sense? So once we did all the searches in all the places, I was like, no, I don't want to live anywhere I've lived before. I don't want a home that has baseboard heat. I really don't want to go too far away from my family. But once I started my house searching and I couldn't find a home that I wanted at that point, I stopped for about a week. And then I started praying and I started thinking, let me look in other cities. I started looking in other cities in Franklin and Portsmouth and no further than Chesapeake. I found one home in Portsmouth, very nice, $110,000 home, but the neighborhood was it wasn't a well-maintained neighborhood, and it just wasn't somewhere I saw myself raising my children at. So every home that I did go to look at, I took my children with me. I got them out of the car. We stood on the porches. We looked around. And if we didn't feel comfortable in those homes, then going inside to look at the home wasn't even an option. How I came across the home that I ended up purchasing, I downloaded an app called HomeSnap. And I also downloaded the Zillow app. So I was on those apps, y'all, like it was just, I was on them apps every single day. I was looking in different places. I was narrowing my filters down. I even narrowed down the bedrooms just to see. So when I first started, I would go look at homes, but the homes were higher than what I was pre-approved for. But I was under the impression, I'm not even gonna say the impression, I basically thought that, okay, I'm pre-approved for a $125,000 loan. So if I go look at this $150,000 house, I would just have to pay the difference, because I wasn't knowledgeable to the fact that if I have a $125,000 loan, that's how much I need to get my house for or less. Well, the very first house that I actually went into with Marty was an $85,000 house that I had been hearing about from family members and friends, which was directly around the street from my mom's house. So I was definitely down for moving closer, down the street from my mom. That way my kids would be able to, we could be able to walk to my mom's house, and if I needed babysitter or any type of help like that, we were close to family. After going in to look at that house, I was very confident that I would get that house. I didn't want to settle for the first thing I saw just because I knew I was pre-approved and just because I went and saw the house, but I definitely fell in love with that house once I went to see the house. Once I went to see the house, it did need a lot of work done to it, more than $10,000 worth of work. So once we went and they ran the numbers and everything, Marty told me that I would not be able to get that home because I would have to get another loan on top of my $125,000 loan. So I sucked it up and just let go the fact that I wasn't going to be able to get that home. I had plans. I did do a video of me inside of that home, and I really enjoyed that house because it was very spacious, and like I said, it was close to family, and the price was just amazing. I love the price of that home. $85,000. Beautifully priced for that home. I'm just nervous. This is my final walkthrough of my house that I'm about to buy. I don't know how to feel. Like, I don't know how to feel right now. But it's happening. I'm so stinking nervous. Like, oh my God. Okay, y'all, so I just completed the walkthrough of my new house. Y'all, I am so like, oh my God, like this is, y'all, I'm about to cry. Seriously, I'm about to cry because this is like so beautiful to me. Oh my God, y'all. I just walked through my new house. And I'm just feeling so accomplished right now. So happy, so excited. Everything was right. They did all the repairs. I'm just staying like, I'm about to go to closing now. I'm about to go close on my house. My aunt was there to support me. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, this weight, there's a weight that has just been lifted off of my shoulders. My house, y'all. Like, this is not, I'm not renting this. I'm buying this house. God, I thank you. Yeah, I just want to break down right now. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I just want to break down because everything in the house is in working condition. Like, God, I thank you.
It's official, guys. She's signing. It's her day. You go, girl. Today, and we just started. She is officially signing her form. She is a homeowner. Smile for the camera, Shonda. These people made it happen. Oh, look at there. Oh, congratulations.